Guess I'm here to waste my time. Washing my feet in the high tide.
We've been in full-blown project mode over the last few days, trying to get everything ready for our move. Lots of little bits and pieces need wrapped up on the camper. Josh spent all afternoon today working on the electrical for our tow lights and installed a new faucet in our kitchen. I spent some time working on travel arrangements and some paperwork, etc. Honestly, there's so much to get done, but our time here is coming to an end, and while we have a lot of projects to wrap up, we want to make sure we soak in our last moments too. We actually don't get over to Jackson as much as I thought that we would when we moved here. We usually do Jackson in the morning and then do the national park during the day and are home pretty early. So we thought we'd switch it up this time and go over the pass in the evening. It's about 4:30 now. It's about an hour drive over to Jackson, and we're going to hit all of my favorite spots. We're going to grab a pizza and watch the sunset over the teats, and it's gonna be amazing.
The sound of the party trunk dropping, the crackle of campfire we're popping. No phones, just half glasses.
Oh, Princess Park.
Steven making us laugh with his laughing. All the girls wearing all the guys' jackets. We live in that Friday. We all went to see Coldplay. Oh, isn't it nice? Yeah, soaking in life for free. Oh, sparks drifting high, making a
That sunset was absolutely stunning. Quick change of clothes. It got super cold after the sun went down, and we are headed to get some pizza in Jackson. I'm remembering why we don't come to Jackson.
Got a couch in the den, bet we all just hang in the kitchen. Pilates in the guest room, pizza on the coffee table, a domestic safari with all of my favorite people. I got a good crew, and I'm telling you that I wouldn't change a single thing. Feels like family. And I know, no, 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 you know that crazy feeling. Feels like family. There's a garden in the backyard, and I like picking the basil. There's a shindig in the
This is one of two pretty bucket list hikes in this area. The first was Table Mountain, which we did last season. So we decided before we end our time in the area that we had to do the other. So today we are out doing the Darby Canyon Wind Cave. It is 7 miles round trip, so much shorter on the mileage, but still pretty rough on the elevation gain. As per usual with hikes in this area.
I just wanna feel like this, living life, no regrets. Hands up in the air like ooh, nothing's gonna break my
pretty cool.
Yeah, I just wanna feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like this.
It's freaking freezing up here. I did not expect there to be this much ice. Whew. Sketchier than I anticipated. Definitely part. Wow, this is incredible. So we're getting pizza again. This time in Drake. Jeez. Last night we were in Jackson Hole and we kind of felt like tourists. We didn't really get over to Jackson too much during the time that we lived here. So tonight we're getting pizza at our favorite place on this side of the pass because driving the pass at night sucked. Didn't love it. The cold is moving in really quick here, so I'm just making Josh and I a cup of tea this afternoon. Like I mentioned earlier, we still have quite a few projects that we are wrapping up on the camper. We still have to install the wood-burning stove, finish the floors, and maybe a shower reno in the bathroom. We also haven't rerun the propane line for the original stove and oven that came in the camper. We are going to try and run a propane line directly just to this instead of the entire propane system. We found so many other leaks in here, we just don't trust it. So for right now, we just have this little induction cooktop that's been working pretty well. I will say you have to have kind of a giant pot or pan on it for it to work or it throws an error. So I feel kind of silly using these like massive pots and pans in such a tiny kitchen sometimes, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This is hands down my favorite time of year. It has been so cozy today, even been raining a little bit, and the temperatures have dropped recently, so we are totally in a rush to get that wood burning stove installed. This whole week has been so much fun. It's been far too long since we've been on a good adventure. It really has started to feel like home here. This is the longest that Josh and I have settled down in one area in a really long time, and it feels kind of significant. This was our first real experience with a little bit more stability in the realm of tiny living, and we really found that we've enjoyed having a place or a spot to call home. Overall, I feel like we've just learned a lot about ourselves and what we want our lives or this next chapter of our lives to look and feel like. We love the thrill of adventure, but we also have found that we really do enjoy the stability of a home base or a home of some kind. Speaking of this next chapter, what is next for us? On Saturday of this week, we are leaving our current spot. I know I haven't officially made this announcement anywhere, but if you haven't picked up on the cues that I've been leaving, we're moving. I've been doing a lot of research and planning behind the scenes, and I think we've landed on an RV park that we'd like to stay at this winter season. We won't be work camping this go around. We will just be a regular old RV lifing it up. And we're really excited. This industry's been really fun, but it is a lot of work and we are very tired, and we're excited to take the skills that we've learned here and see if we can't apply them in a slightly different way. I will say, if you are van lifing, RV lifing, or whatever, and you're looking for a slight break, a spot to settle down for a while, work camping has been a really good way for us to do that without having it cost too much, which has been really great, and it was a super fun experience. Highly recommend. Our camper is really old, so we have a couple of things that we want to get checked out on it, the tires and the bearings specifically, before we put too many miles under our belt. So we may be hanging out in this area for a while, but we're actually really excited to be able to go out and camp in this area, because the nature of the jobs that we had while we were here, we were on call overnight, so we didn't really get to get out and experience the forest here that much, and I'm really excited. It's been way too long since I've gotten to wake up in the trees and walk around outside barefoot, although it is kind of really cold, so the season for that may be over. I will be bringing you guys along for the adventure as always, because I'm sure it's going to be a little crazy and a bit of an adjustment. We're hoping it's going to be really cozy with our wood burning stove all finished up, and honestly we're just really excited. It's been a little bit strange kind of navigating the transition through all of this. We're used to kind of just picking up and going when we're ready to leave, but this has been much more of a uprooting of our lives than we're used to when we travel. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because things are about to get a little crazy around here and we are officially back on the road starting next week, and I'll see you then.